What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is David Hanlon, aka the Laptop Legend, and today, day trading, I only made $680 because I got my account restricted. You know I'm really good at this, guys. I feel like I get banned on every single brokerage I go on. Today, Schwab decided to restrict my account. I should be good tomorrow, they said. It was, a one-day restriction, so fingers crossed that it is fixed tomorrow. But today, I could not use my main account at all, that, $60,000 account. I could not use that at all, and so I was only able to use the settled cash in my cash-only account, and on that, I made, $600-something. So it is what it is, guys, but I'm looking forward to tomorrow because if I can get my account fixed, oh my gosh, we have got a crazy opportunity. George Sharp just got approved for the custodianship of RETC, and this thing is going to be absolutely flying it open. So I want to show you guys why I believe that, why I will literally be buying shares right at open if I'm able to, and just what I expect from this play, because he's got a pretty good track record, and I think this one could be pretty exciting, especially if you can get in at a good time. So yeah, I'm gonna talk about that. I'm gonna try to make this a quick video because I'm making it a little bit later because I was on the phone with E-Trade as well. My SSC arrived today, so I should be able to get my E-Trade account up and running hopefully this week. So once that happens, I have unlimited buying power, and you are about to witness your worst nightmare. Nah, but seriously, I'm gonna be able to buy a lot more, go long on a lot more plays with a lot more size. So hopefully my profit numbers should be a little bit more juicy moving forward after this week. So excited for that. And yeah, let's dive into my computer so I can quickly talk about these stocks. Gonna try to make this a short video. All right, guys. So the absolute biggest watch for tomorrow morning again is RETC RECT. It's like RECT, but RETC. I don't know. It's weird. But this ticker. Look what happens when George Sharp even mentions his custodianship thing, man. Oh my gosh. I made some good money on this run, and then today he didn't really mention it, so it faded off. After market close, he tweets, "Court awards me custodianship of RETC." This thing, guys, you want to see what else happens when he talks about this stuff? Just to give you some more examples, MEIL, this stock absolutely flies. This is an example of one that he had custodianship or applied for, considered it. Look what it did. Look what it did. And then he mentioned it again here, and it spiked up from 73 cents all the way up to 89 cents. I profited on this one. I called this one out in the Discord. We had some people make some bank on this. I only got in at, what was it? I got in at 82, and I sold at 88. So I got in here, and I sold here literally with tiny size because I used up all my buying power. But we had some people make $700, I think over 1,000, some people. So absolutely awesome play here. And this is the type of potential you get when George Sharp, gets custodianship of a play. You want to see the other one? GVSI. This is what happened when it was announced that he was awarded custodianship. So what do you think is going to happen on RETC tomorrow now that he actually has it? Guys, this thing is, in my humble opinion, this thing is going to see a big gap up, and it's going to go on a massive spike right at open. And man, I do not want to miss this. Obviously, this is the risk of not having shares, because he announced this overnight. And now, you're going to be chasing into a gap up and probably a morning spike. And you could, if you buy too high, get screwed. So you got to be really careful. But I think this news makes it see a really, really nice breakout over that 1 cent area right there. And it should be really nice. If you guys can get an early entry, this should just be easy money. So not to create a ton of FOMO, but this thing should be a really nice play. And I think long term too, it could potentially be nice, man, because George definitely has a history of turning around OTC companies and making sure that they do things by the books correctly. So long term, this could also be a decent swing. Me as a day trader, I'm just going to focus on the immediate spike that comes because of this news. And hopefully this gets more volatility because he will continue to improve the company overall. But this thing, man, this is the absolute #1 watch for tomorrow. From my perspective, watching OTCs. SOAN, this thing, the conference was today, and apparently, I don't know if someone sold it off after the conference or what happened, but this was an epic dip buy. I bought this at 633, guys. I bought 633. I sold way too soon. I sold all my shares by 688. I did not expect it to bounce this high, but we had some people again in the Discord absolutely nail this one on that call out, and it's just beautiful to see. So I've I'm hearing that this stock is not over yet just because the conference is over. So definitely keep this one on your watch list. Definitely still has room to run, especially if it can get over that 9-cent mark. So this is another one that I'm going to be watching very heavily. GVSI, obviously, you know, it's still holding this level. Still holding this level really nicely. It kind of refuses to break down, man. It's kind of refusing to break down. So I'm still watching this, both long and short, you know, depending on what it does, man. If we get a nice panic, I'll look to buy it. If we get a nice spike, I'll look to short it. If we break down past a key support level, I'll look to short it there. So that's kind of my plan on this one. Those are the main ones I'm watching. HTZGQ was also making some moves today still. Did not break down, gapped up huge, spiked, and then kind of double topped right here. So if it breaks $4 and continues to run, could be awesome. Otherwise, could be a great short on this one. I think, guys, I really want to make this a quick video. I guess GGII is still one that you want to have on your watch list because, you know, they're still presenting. They're still doing some stuff today. But, I mean, I don't know. I'm not sure how to trade this one. I'm really not. So this one is kind of less high on the watch list. But you can see, you know, it goes on some big old spikes. It really does. So those are honestly the main OTCs, guys. I'm trying to make this video super quick. In terms of, let's see, in terms of Nasdaq, actually one more OTC, RGBP. You know, if you look at the overall chart for this, I think it is pretty beaten down. It definitely could fade more, but I think it could also see a nice little bounce day. So, you know, if you want to get an entry in this area around 1.5, I think it's decent risk reward with, you know, the chance that it gets back above 2. Not to say it can't break down and tank all the way down to half a cent again, so you got to be careful. But I think, you know, there's decent risk reward here. That's just one other play I wanted to throw on the radar. I'm sure I'm missing other stuff, guys, but I don't want to take too long on this. You know, I guess ILUS had some news today, still tanked somehow, and then ended up finishing pretty nice. So maybe we get a green day tomorrow as well. All right, so now on to RHE, Nasdaq. Absolutely insane. This thing kept squeezing today, and is just a perfect example of these multi-day runners. Absolutely beautiful. I love it. I love charts like this, but you got to remember to take your gains. You know, if you're holding here and you're still somehow holding up here, and you hold through all these green candles, you got to take some gains, man. You got to take some gains. This thing went into an up halt and then went into a down halt pretty soon thereafter. This thing had some weird glitches today where almost every single brokerage, only the level 2 was working. The time and sales and the chart was not working. Very, very strange. And it's just, you know, it's kind of just fading off in after hours now. This is probably a long-term fader, guys. This is probably one of those long-term faders. So this thing could easily, you know, be back under 10 in the next couple of days. Would not surprise me at all. These low floaters, they get some volume, they run, and then they just die. So don't be a bag holder on these, please. Please, please, please. Let's see. NMRD was spiking up after hours. Want to keep this on your radar because this is an all-day runner that is still running and still holding that uptrend line very, very nicely, honestly. So keep that one on watch. JAN, this is a former runner that was getting some volume today and then spiked up hard in after hours, so potentially continues to run. Another former runner, UUU. This one, it went pretty hard recently, you know, as high as almost 20 bucks, and now is attempting to start a bounce. We had a lot of former runners just running today, guys. Former runners were running today, so a lot of stuff that used to run was making an attempt at running today. So if something has been on your radar, you know, potentially see what happens to it. See if it can get moving again, guys, because, you know, that's what we want to see. We want to see these stocks pop back up. That's the same reason that I took a position in MDMP. And I'm still waiting on this one, guys. I'm still waiting on this one. But you can see it's just chilling right in this area. All it needs is one volume day, and it instantly rips back, you know, above 25 cents pretty easily, in my opinion. So these are the types of plays, you know, if you get a Nasdaq that looks similar to this, you know, RHE was pretty much the same chart, you know, pretty much the same chart before it got some volume and then just went insane. So that's what I love about these plays. When they're former runners, they have the potential to run very hard. So I love plays like these. If there's any that I'm missing, guys, if there's any that I'm missing, you know, ACY, this is one of those former runners. Went crazy, you know, all the bankruptcy stuff. And, I mean, I guess that was pretty, okay, that was back in April. Yeah, so, I mean, it's been just kind of fading down since then. But this thing could still rip. This thing could have another day where it rips. So don't take this one off your radar. Same thing, GLSI. You know, this one went crazy, ripped really hard, and then found a base, and then bounced pretty hard off of that. So whenever they find a base, these former crazy spikers, you know, definitely take a look at them. This one, I guess, was just an IPO that went crazy, so that's why it's just kind of fading off since then. But, you know, I don't know, guys. If there's any charts like this where I'm missing, where they're like former runners and they found a base, definitely throw them in the comments, because I don't have eyes on everything. I'd like to, but I don't. So I think that's pretty much it. I really want to make this a short video. So hopefully you guys found it helpful. Hopefully you guys will be ready for RETC tomorrow. And we'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens with all the other stocks that are moving. I'm just excited. Hopefully I get my E-Trade. Hopefully I get it. And, you know, hopefully they fix my Schwab tomorrow in time to buy this, because I don't want to miss out on that. But if I do, you know, it is what it is. There's always more plays. So don't chase. Don't turn into a bag holder. Stay disciplined. Cut those losses quickly. I'll see you guys in the Discord. I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, you know the drill. Let's grow better together. Preguntar, bebé, dime por qué te mientes. No puedes esconder todo lo que tú por mí sientes.